Good evening, Glenbard West community. Welcome to our Senior Honors Convocation of 2020. My name is Pete Monahan and I am principal of Glenbard West High School. This is our first ever Senior Honors Night that we have created virtually. Certainly it is not the same as being in person, but we have tried to make it something special and unique for all of our seniors. Before we get started, I'd like to take a minute to recognize some very important individuals. And let me begin by acknowledging our department chairs who help to lead our building and who would typically join us to recognize students if we were having this event in person. To start off with, Ms. Lisa Alioki, World Languages, Ms. Kristen Brandt, Social Studies, Mr. Sean Byrne, Science, Ms. Janae Hallahan, Physical Education, Health and Driver Education. Mr. Ben Peterselli, English. Ms. Abigail Skidmore, Business, Family and Consumer Science. Ms. Melissa Williams, Mathematics. Mr. John Walsh, Fine and Performing Arts. Mr. Jeremiah Winsick, Counseling. And Mr. Chris Waters, Special Education. In addition, I would like to introduce my administrative team. All of them are hugely instrumental in making sure that Glenbard West is running smoothly and always trying to be innovative. Mr. Chris Mitchell, Student Services, Assistant Principal. Mr. Joe Kane, Athletics. Ms. Stacy Schumachi, Operations. Dr. Rebecca Salaver, Instruction. As well as our deans, Mr. Mike Souza, Ms. Alex Taylor, and Mr. Thomas Barlow. Tonight we also have students who will help to guide us through this event, and we have our senior student speaker, Ms. Nicola Setterdahl, and also our announcer, Ms. Mahak Sharma. Also, I'd like to acknowledge my assistant, Ms. Chris Larson, and our scholarship chairperson, Ms. Kate Culleton. And finally, a special thanks to Glenbard West alum Ryan Schwartz, who assisted us with creating this video. This is a special night where we honor the achievements of our seniors and also announce the recipients of our local scholarships. Speaking of our local scholarships, it's important for me also to recognize and appreciate all of the donors who in the past have joined us personally to present their awards to students. You should know that at Glenbard West, our sponsors generously give over $140,000 to student recipients pretty much every year. And believe it or not, this is my 25th year as serving as administrator at Glenbard West High School. I was hired by a principal by the name of Sue Bridge, who served at West in that role for 10 years and went on to become a superintendent of a nearby district. Dr. Bridge was one of the very first people to help me understand the importance of this ceremony. She would always talk about how individual acknowledgement is essential to the environment of Glenbard West and how it helps to establish a culture of excellence throughout the school. That is an ethos that I believe to this day. Tonight we have nearly 300 students who will receive some type of recognition or scholarship. Glenbard West believes that it's important and appropriate to acknowledge those students who have not only excelled in their own right, but also played a significant role in making the school the special place that it is. After all, our senior leaders who set the tone for the rest of the student body every day that they're here. They, more than anyone else, understand this role. We will be sending the Senior Honors Program home to all of you, and I encourage you to peruse the first few pages of the academic awards that are described in detail. All of us should be in awe of these young people who achieve at the highest level while also getting involved in sports and activities and the community projects throughout our areas. Placing these achievements in the context of what teenagers do makes them even more impressive. Their lives are so much more complicated than those of older generations. Let's face it, they don't do it alone though. I am proud to say that our teachers, staff, and administrators all work very hard to create the very best learning environment possible. Furthermore, the support that these young people get from home allows them to pursue these goals every single day. So I hope that all the students that are watching this take a moment to thank those who have supported you and listened to you throughout your high school career. Tonight represents one of the most important culminating activities of our senior class. Although this is not an ideal setting, it still should be seen as a very special moment for all of our seniors. Hopefully they will always remember the things that they learned at Glenbard West and look back fondly, knowing that they were a part of something grand and special.
Good evening, Glenbard West faculty, family, and class of 2020, and welcome to this year's Senior Honors Convocation. Seniors, you are here tonight because you have gone above and beyond as a student throughout your time at Glenbard West. You have been driven, passionate, creative, and resourceful. You have bonded with your classmates, your teachers, and everyone else along the way. Whether you walked into this school with that desire to succeed, or it took you all the way to your senior year to really grow into yourself, whether you're studying business, the arts, STEM, or something in between, every senior here has one thing in common: our connection to each other. Over the past 4 years, we have spent nearly every waking moment together, from nervously making our way through the throng of overzealous senior mentors on the first day of school to making the most of our last days with each other, even when we didn't know that they were our last. And despite the fact that I haven't been in school in months, I have never once felt disconnected from my school and my fellow students. At a time when it might seem easier to isolate ourselves in every aspect of our lives, each and every senior at Glenbard West has reached out to take the hands of those standing next to them in a totally theoretical, appropriately socially distanced way. Through countless Zoom calls, social media updates, parking lot meetups, and chalk drawings decorating the driveway up to Circle Drive, the class of 2020 has risen to and triumphed in the challenge of taking a group of individuals and creating a whole. In his novel, Today Matters, author John C. Maxwell wrote, "Think back to the most important experiences of your life. How many happened to you alone? When you realize that being connected to others is one of life's greatest joys, you understand that life's best comes when you initiate and invest in solid relationships." Although I am sure that every student here has more than their fair share of accomplishments, I am even more sure that none of those accomplishments came without the aid, encouragement, and collaboration of others. We are all tied together by invisible threads that have led us to success and will continue to lead us on to some of the very best years of our lives. At Glenbard West, we celebrate every victory of one another with so much excitement that it feels as though it were our own. And we take every mistake in stride, knowing that these mistakes are the key to our future growth. It is this environment of never-ending support and unity that has taken a high school and created a home. In just a few months, we will all be on our separate ways to pursue our own separate futures, or frankly, still sitting at home waiting for quarantine to end. But each one of us will carry a little piece of Glenbard West in the solid relationships we have formed here in our hearts for the rest of our lives. As we come to the end of our time in the castle, remember to take the time to thank everyone who has helped make you into the student and person you are today. Your teachers, counselors, coaches, Andy Frains, deans, Dr. Monahan, Mr. Mitchell, your parents, your friends, and countless others. Most importantly, remember to stay connected, because life's greatest joys are even greater when you have someone to share them with. Thank you.
Now presenting the 2020 Local Scholarship recipients. Congratulations to Maria Abdurrahman, who's receiving the Glenbard West Booster Scholarship. Maria credits her sister with being her biggest influence. She is Maria's greatest example of hard work and persistence. Liliana Aguilar is receiving the GLOW Scholarship. Her favorite memory from West is when the presidents of diverse clubs like GLOW, MSA, BSA, and Asian Club organized a talk about the importance of diversity and culture at West. Recipient of the Maker Scholarship, Subhan Akun, would like to thank Miss Seek, Miss Mazzoni, and the teacher of his favorite class, Mr. Lichty, for their tremendous support during his time at West. Nyla Ali is a recipient of the Glen Ellen Children's Resource Center Tutor Scholarship. Nyla was most surprised by the genuine quality of everyone's individualism and the overwhelming warmth of the Glenbard West community. Caitlin Anderson is receiving the 1800 West Scholarship. Her high school highlights include the Steppers performing at the homecoming pep rallies and judging Mr. Glenbard. Alan Avalos, the recipient of the Glen Ellen Rotary Scholarship, was most surprised by how devoted our teachers are. He wants to thank every teacher he's had, but especially Senora Belgrave. Recipient of the Orcasa Scholarship, Ella Batts appreciates how much the teachers at West care about the success of the students, and she credits her parents for their unconditional support and love. She would not be where she is today without them. Julianne Billings is receiving the Bernice S. Lewis Scholarship. Julianne loved every moment she spent practicing with her teammates on GBW's cross-country and track teams. Those long practices and countless pasta parties will stay with her forever. Ben Brandt, recipient of the Robert C. Stevens Memorial Scholarship, loves how much the teachers want students to succeed. His favorite memory is the junior track meet, where they grilled hot dogs and he threw 2 personal bests. Recipient of the Glen Ellen Education Association Scholarship, Tyler Brandt appreciates how supportive all of his teachers were, especially Mrs. Haas. His favorite memory from West is state volleyball. Mia Browder, recipient of the Forest Glen Alumni Association Scholarship, appreciates how flexible and supportive her teachers have been. Her favorite memory is all of the football games and time spent with her friends. Aaliyah Collier is receiving the Sue Pariseau Scholarship. Aaliyah appreciates how every teacher at West is so helpful, no matter what your problems are, and they never give up on you. Her favorite memory is being part of an amazing track team. Tria Desai, the recipient of the Glen Ellen Titans Foundation's Triple Threat Scholarship, loved being a part of forensics and placing 3rd in state for PIR her junior year. She wants to thank her sister for having the most positive impact on her life. Recipient of the Glenbard West Boosters Scholarship, Paul Duvere says that the strong community at West binds the students and staff together. Students are always helping each other out, and teachers are willing to go the extra mile. His club soccer coach had the biggest influence on him. Congratulations to Ali Ebrahimi, recipient of the Glenbard West Class of 1959 James W. Lewis Scholarship. Ali appreciates the diversity at West and how each culture contributes to the school's values. His favorite memory is taking a lot of pictures at homecoming senior year. Meg Farley is receiving the Dr. Robert D. Elliott Memorial Scholarship. Meg shared that she didn't expect to love West as much as she does. One of her favorite memories is singing The Lord Bless You during the music department's trip to Italy. Roxy Jabal, recipient of the Glenbard West Boosters Scholarship, says she knew West was going to be difficult academically, but she didn't anticipate being as encouraged and supported as she was. She appreciates every teacher she's ever had for their positive impact on her life. The Glenbard West Student Council Scholarship is awarded to Melissa Gibson, who found so many things she loved: student council, yearbook, French, chemistry, and was even surprised by how involved she became. Melissa says her time at West was filled with amazing activities. The recipient of the Bruce Viernow Memorial Scholarship, Catherine Glynn, was surprised by how many different staircases there are at West. Her favorite memories are meeting new friends and staff. Brian Gonzalez, recipient of the First Generation College Student Scholarship, credits his parents with having the biggest influence on his life. His favorite memories come from playing on the school soccer team. The recipient of the Glen Ellen Masonic Lodge Scholarship, Yvonne Guadarrama Garcia, wants more people to know that West has a dedication to art history. Her favorite memory is playing Uno with her friends during lunch. Cindy Herrera Hortilas, recipient of the GLOW Scholarship and the Pride, Tradition, and Excellence Scholarship, has been impressed by the dedication given to every individual student at West. Her favorite memories are those shared in school events, dances, musicals, and Convo assemblies with her friends. Congratulations to Molly Howard, recipient of the Pride, Tradition, and Excellence Scholarship. Molly loves the traditions we uphold in the Glenbard West community, and she's inspired by her parents who have shown her how far hard work can take a person. Sophia Yanicelli, recipient of the Roy Larson Memorial Key Club Scholarship, loves the crazy school spirit at West. Her favorite class memory is winning a comic book about economics for getting a song reference during a lecture. Recipient of the GLOW Scholarship, Kaylee Jacobo Trujillo was surprised by the amount of friends she made by the end of her 4 years at West. They've had her back and have helped her make great memories. Recipient of the Orchestra Scholarship, Catherine Cabot always knew West was unlike any other school, but the amount of pride in both students and teachers blew her mind. She loved the pep rallies and school spirit at West, and she's been most inspired by her father. The Glenbard Education Association of West is awarding their scholarship to Lola Canicula, who has learned so much about herself and what she loves while at West. She would never have gotten to where she is today without her West family, but she's most inspired by being a role model to her younger brother Cruz. Huzefa Khan, recipient of the 1800 West Scholarship, was impressed by all the resources at West and enjoyed attending leadership conferences. He wants to thank his friends who have helped him overcome many challenges in his life. The Glen Ellen Rotary Scholarship is awarded to Yusuf Khan, who wants to give a huge shout out to his parents, Mama and Baba. Yusuf's highlight at West was bringing together the Muslim Students Association with other school-wide groups to begin a conversation that recognized similarities and celebrated differences. It was great to see a sense of community built on understanding. Emma King, recipient of the Best Buddy Scholarship, has many favorite memories, including singing in the stairwell with choir, peer tutor gym class, and spending time with her classmates during theater rehearsals. The recipient of the Glenn E. Flansburgh Math Education Scholarship, Sadia Kosho, wants to thank her counselor, Mrs. Ochoa, for making sure she stayed on the right path towards college. Her favorite memory is not enjoying badminton in gym class freshman year, but joining the actual team and then loving it for 4 years. Riley Krudop, recipient of the Glen Ellen Women's Club Scholarship, appreciates the supportive community of friends and teachers at West. Her favorite memory is the Spain trip and getting to spend time with her friends while exploring a new country and its culture. Aileen Lamadrid is recipient of the Dr. Robert D. Elliott Promise Scholarship and the GLOW Scholarship. Aileen is most inspired by her mom. She pushes Aileen to be her better self and inspires her to keep making her proud. Aileen wants her mom to realize how thankful she is for her. Wendy Lopez, recipient of the Glen Ellen Rotary Scholarship, was impressed by how caring and trustworthy the teachers at West have been towards the students. Congratulations to Patricia Medell, recipient of the Glen Ellen Kiwanis Club Scholarship. Patricia loved the wide range of clubs, sports, and classes at West. She wants to thank the teachers at West, especially the ones who told her she'd accomplish great things in life if she keeps working hard. The recipient of the Glenn E. Flansburgh Math Education Scholarship, Andrew Malik, noted that every teacher he has at West was good at their job. He wants to be sure to thank his mom, and his favorite memories are anything related to the track and cross-country teams. Jamie Martinez Hortilas, recipient of the Make a Difference Scholarship, wants to thank Mr. Sanchez for believing in his students and teaching many life lessons. She also wants to show her appreciation for Miss Eva and her upbeat greeting every morning and her laugh that brightens everyone's day. The recipient of the Katie Vogue Memorial Live Like Katie Foundation Scholarship, Robbie Matthew, wants to thank Mr. Walsh for encouraging him to be a better leader and a more complete person. His favorite memory is conducting the marching band at homecoming during senior year. John McNally, recipient of the Robert Madden Memorial Scholarship, was impressed by how much his teachers care for their students, no matter how long they've known them. John wants to thank his father for teaching him resilience and other important life skills. The recipient of the JWR Foundation Keep Doing Great Things Scholarship, Brooke Mesgaby, was always impressed by the architecture and location of West, which he says looks more like an Ivy League university than a high school. Outside of school, Brooke admires his parents, who are the best role models he could ever ask for. Vincente Morales, the recipient of the Glen Ellen Masonic Lodge Scholarship, wants to thank his parents for their love and support. He shared that he loved the freedom at West, and one of his favorite memories was visiting the Awesome Field Museum sophomore year. As a recipient of the Whedon/Glen Ellen AAUW Higher Education Incentive Award and the Rotary Club of Glen Ellen Vocational Scholarship, Erna Obeck is really appreciative of the rigorous courses at West. She feels that her education at West prepared her tremendously for college, and all of her hard work has paid off. For that, she is forever grateful. Megan Odier, the recipient of the PEO Glen Ellen Scholarship, wants to thank her parents, who have taught her the importance of hard work and dedication. These skills have helped her succeed at Glenbard West academically and also prepared her for college. Emma Ornstein, the recipient of the Ruth and Frank Pratt Nursing Scholarship, has been impressed by how all the teachers at West care as much about schoolwork as the students' well-being. She wants to offer special acknowledgement to Mr. Nice, who teaches his students the importance of being kind and being the best version of yourself. The Glen Ellen Infant Welfare Scholarship is awarded to Alexandra Perez. Alex loves how individualized the learning is at West. One of her favorite memories is from geometry class, when her teacher made jokes about shapes that entertained the whole class. She knew from that point on that learning at West could be challenging and fun. Elise Peterson, recipient of the Glenbard West class of 1959 James W. Lewis Scholarship, appreciated all of the clubs and activities at West. Her favorite memory is either the gas leak or winning 4th in state for field hockey. The recipient of the Pepsi Scholarship, Ava Powell, is grateful that every teacher at West truly wants their students to succeed. She is also grateful for her mom, who has had the biggest impact on her life. And while it wasn't her favorite memory, she'll always remember the gas leak senior year. Ashley Purvis, who is receiving the School Counseling Scholarship, appreciates how welcoming the teachers were when she needed them. They were always there for her. She will also remember her lacrosse team and playing with all her friends. Congratulations to Melanie Quinones, recipient of the Best Buddies Scholarship. Melanie loves that people at West really care about each other and want to help. Her favorite memory from West is going to homecoming with Miles. Arya Regmi, recipient of the Glen Ellen Rotary Scholarship, is impressed that everyone at West is so determined to see you succeed. Her favorite memory is from freshman year when Mr. Kelly let his students bring home their fish from their bio lab. Arya named her fish Penny, and she lived a long, healthy life. The Odom Hitter Tradition Scholarship is awarded to Joey Richmond. He wants to thank Dr. Monahan and Miss Rubino for their help in his college journey. He couldn't have done it without their support. Joey's best memory from West is playing football and winning conference. Anaya Roby, recipient of the Churchill Elementary Scholarship, loved how all the West students showed spirit during games, pep rallies, and activities. She also appreciated going to downtown Glen Ellen with her friends for lunch every day. Anaya also wants to thank her mother for her care and support. The recipient of the Eric A. Barilari Memorial Scholarship, Morgan Rose, found West very welcoming, despite the competitive atmosphere around academics. She wants to thank Mrs. Haas, her track coach, for teaching her to push herself and never settle for less. Anna Sear, recipient of the Glen Ellen Titans Foundation Triple Threat Award, is amazed by all of the great teachers and resources at West. It's a supportive environment with so many opportunities to get involved. Anna's favorite memory is going to Effingham for volleyball. Congratulations to Nicola Setterdahl, recipient of the Mitchell Pierce Bly Memorial Scholarship. Nicola appreciates that her teachers have always taken an interest in her as a person, not just as a student, and they care about her life outside of class. She wants to thank her father because they share the same mantra and blood type, be positive. Also her mother, because she wouldn't want to feel left out. Mahak Sharma, recipient of the Glenbard West Booster Scholarship, was astonished by the strong emphasis on volunteerism at West. She has many favorite memories, but one of the best is eating lunch on Circle Drive during the spring. The blooming flowers and beautiful weather made Circle an ideal spot to go for a lunch break. Mahak is very thankful for the endless support and love of her parents. The recipient of the Paul Curte Scholarship, Francis Sheehy, appreciates the strong collaborative environment at West. He also sends his gratitude to Mr. Lichty for his dedication to the chess team. Frankie's highlight at West is finishing in the top 10 at the state chess meet for the first time in a decade. Ali Siddiqui, recipient of the Make a Difference Scholarship, is impressed by the determination and kind nature of the Glenbard West staff. He admires his parents for the sacrifices they've made to ensure his success. His favorite memory is running for student council president with one of his best friends. Julia Skarzinska is the recipient of the League of Women Voters of Glen Ellen Mary J. Lugan-Bill Educational Scholarship. Julia loves the school spirit at West, and her favorite memory is spending homecoming with her friends. She wants to thank her parents for teaching her that what matters most in life is being happy and making others happy too. The Glen Ellen Kiwanis Club Scholarship is awarded to Catherine Smith. Catherine's favorite memory is going on a field trip to Chicago with Mrs. Can's photography class. Her biggest impact, Mr. Nero, who helped foster her love for computer science, and his exuberance and passion for teaching has sparked her decision to make it her future career. Lazarick Smith is the recipient of the 1800 West Scholarship, the Ed Posh/Village Links Scholarship, and the William Duchamp Scholarship. What surprised Laz the most about West was the passion his teachers had in teaching and wanting to help him achieve success in his education. He has so many special memories from football and being a hitter. Congratulations to Soka Solomon, recipient of the Glen Ellen Children's Resource Center Scholarship. Soka would like to thank his family for having the greatest impact on his life, always pushing him harder to achieve his goals. His favorite memories from West would be meeting and becoming friends with so many different types of people. The Glenbard Education Association West Scholarship is awarded to Johan Summers. Johan was most grateful for the new friends he made in the last 4 years. He thanks his teachers for being the biggest influence in his life. Warisha Syed is receiving the District 41 PTA for COD Scholarship. What surprised her the most about Glenbard West was how big the building was. She would like to express gratitude to her aunt for being so kind and generous. She admires and aspires to have some of her characteristics throughout her life. Caitlin Baldick is the recipient of the Orchesis Scholarship. She admires her parents for having the most positive impact in her life because of their constant support and encouragement. Her favorite memory from West is making it to state with the dance team. The 1800 West Scholarship is awarded to Jenny Vo. The people who have had the most positive impact on her life are her friends and family. The one thing that surprised Jenny the most about Glenbard West was that there were so many clubs, activities, and sports to join. The recipient of the James R. Bondi Scholarship, Louis Walgren, would like to thank Mr. Walsh for being the most positive impact in his life and for inspiring him in band. Louis was surprised by how many clubs there are at West. Congratulations to Evan Walsh, recipient of the Pride, Tradition, and Excellence Scholarship. Evan is grateful for how much passion and energy the teachers and coaches bring to the classroom. He would like to express his gratitude to his dad for being the most positive impact in his life. He has given him knowledge and a great work ethic, 2 things that Evan will bring to college. Maddie Wallace is a recipient of both the District 41 PTA and John Archer scholarships. Maddie would like to thank Miss McBride for always having a positive attitude during class and basketball practices. She was also surprised by how much the teachers really care for you, even after you finish their class. Congratulations to Juliet Winter, recipient of the Larry Shue Memorial Scholarship. Juliet loved performing in the fall musicals. She is thankful for how welcoming each club is and how involved the students are at West. The recipient of the Glenbard Education Association West Scholarship is Abigail Woltman, who shares her favorite memory from West as the band's trip to Italy. Abigail would like to show her appreciation to the faculty for how supportive they were to the students throughout her 4 years. Kira Wright, the recipient of the Robert Hendricks Memorial Scholarship, wants to thank her mom for her constant encouragement and being her biggest role model. Her favorite memory from West is playing field hockey all 4 years with amazing teammates and coaches.